everyone. Welcome to the February edition of our Town Topics video program. Now, this month we chat with Broward County marine biologist Stephanie Kedzoff about the upcoming start of sea turtle season. We'll also talk with Glenn McCormick, the host of Talk of the Town, a fun community center event scheduled for February 23rd in Jarvis Hall. And finally, we'll bring you up to date on the March 8th town election. In our first segment, we spoke with marine biologist Stephanie Kedzoff, who works with the county, about Florida's annual sea turtle season and some of the steps that business owners and residents can take to help sea turtles this year.
My name is Stephanie Kedzoff. I am an environmental project coordinator for Broward County's Natural Resources Division.
Stephanie, when does this sea turtle season start?
Sea turtle season's coming up soon. It starts on March 1st and lasts all the way through October 31st every year in the county.
And how many nests do we have last year in Lauderdale-By-The-Sea?
In Lauderdale-By-The-Sea, you guys had 224 sea turtle nests out of the county's total 3,099 nests.
Okay. What basically happens during sea turtle season in terms of the turtles coming up and laying nests and going back into the sea, and then the hatchlings about 50 days later?
Yeah, so during sea turtle nesting season, sea turtles come out of the ocean, they come up onto the beach and lay their nests, typically under the cover of darkness. They need lots of peace and quiet. They need nice dark beaches to do that successfully. If they get spooked by anything like people walking around or lights on the beach, either flashlights, cell phone lights, lights from neighboring businesses or condos, they could get spooked and go back to the water without laying a nest. It takes them a lot of energy to lay these nests. They move a lot of sand. They deposit about 100 eggs in every nest. Our team with Nova Southeastern University comes by every single morning and looks for the tracks from the turtles and then marks the nests off with brightly colored tape and white stakes so that everybody knows to stay away from those nests. About 2 months later, the hatchlings emerge from those nests, again under the cover of darkness. So again, dark beaches are very important for our hatchlings as well. And those little turtles will make their way to the ocean where they will spend the first parts of their lives.
Very interesting. What can residents and business owners do during sea turtle season to keep the beaches dark and to not interfere with nature?
Residents and business owners, we encourage you to adopt sea turtle friendly lighting, which is low, shielded, and long wavelength. If you have any questions, you can check out Sea Turtle Friendly Lighting on Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission's website or on Broward County's Sea Turtle Conservation webpage.
Okay, well, what are some of the other things that residents and business owners can do in regards to lighting?
So in addition to installing sea turtle friendly lighting, residents and business owners can turn off their interior lights during sea turtle nesting season. This is one of the easiest things that you all can do to help protect sea turtles, because those lights in your living rooms, bedrooms, kitchens, they can also affect our turtles. So make sure you turn off your lights after dark, or draw your curtains or opaque blinds so that light doesn't reach the beach and affect our turtles.
It's a very simple thing to do, correct?
It's very simple, and interior lights are the #1 light that we document on our monthly lighting surveys here in the county. So it's one of the easiest things you can do to protect the sea turtles.
Great, thank you, Stephanie.
You're welcome.
We also spoke to Glenn McCormick, host of Talk of the Town, the community center's annual talk show event. It's scheduled for a Wednesday, February 23rd in Jarvis Hall at 7 p.m. Glenn interviews town residents and local folks about life-changing or funny moments in their lives, and it's always fun to take part in or even just to come by and watch, and the event is free. The community center is still looking for a few more people to participate, and we'll show you the number to call at the end of this segment if you would like to take part.
Hey, good evening, everybody. My name is Glenn McCormick, and I will be hosting the Talk of the Town coming up on February 23rd at 7 o'clock here at Jarvis Hall. I would like to initially thank Steve Armelio, the Community Center in Lauderdale-By-The-Sea, for hosting this annual event, and it's going to be a fun time. Okay, I'd like to just say a few things about storytelling. One, it's not stand-up comedy, it's storytelling, and storytelling has been around forever. Since before the web, before the printing press, people used to stand around and they would tell stories, and this is how they would share information. One of the great things about a show like this is it builds community. It allows people in the center and people in the community to perform, to talk to each other, to share their experiences with each other. And a lot of people process information through narrative. And this is one of the great things about storytelling is you share insight and experience, and you, the audience and the storyteller get to gain from that. It's also a supportive space where people can listen and be heard, and it provides a platform for stories to be heard. So we're really excited about being able to do this upcoming show on February 23rd.
So Glenn, tell us about the format. People with any kind of life story can just sign up and then be in the program, and you'll interview them about that.
Well, not any kind of story,
Okay.
but most stories, and it's a 5 to 7 minute piece. So it's if you think back on the old days of Johnny Carson or wherever, where the guests have come on, and then they have their moment and they get to talk about their things. So normally what we do is we provide a worksheet and give us a 30-word, 50-word summary on what your story is going to be about. And then, I will introduce the guest as they come up in a sequence. So we try to keep it organized and keep it moving, respect other people's time. And then the folks get up and they get to tell their stories, and we work through our agenda or a program like that.
Any favorite memories from past shows?
We've seen amazing stories, and some weren't funny, some were heartbreaking. We had a World War II veteran get up one day and talk about how after World War II had ended, his brother was in a ship in one of the islands in the Philippines, and the Japanese hadn't gotten the word that the war had ended, and his brother got killed after. The story was just amazing. It was heart-wrenching. We've heard other stories of how people's jobs and careers pivoted on a dime by the editor slapping the Post-it note and having a spike through his hand, and was able to hold on to their job. So we've had a lot of great stories, and it's a very entertaining evening.
Great, Glenn. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Steve. And February 23rd, 7 o'clock here at Jarvis Hall. I look forward to seeing everybody.
In our final segment, let's talk about the Town Commission election on Tuesday, March 8th. There's one race on the ballot. Commissioner Randy Strauss, who is seeking re-election to his second four-year term, is being challenged by Brian Kuzmar in District 2. Mayor Chris Vincent was re-elected to his third and final term. Candidate Theo Palopoulos was also elected to his first term as Town Commission in District 1. Both of those candidates were unopposed and will be automatically elected on March 8th. Commissioner Elliot Socolo is term limited because he's now serving the final month of his second four-year term. There are 2 polling places in town, Jarvis Hall and Assumption Catholic Church. If you don't know which one you vote in, check your voter registration card, or you can also contact the Broward Supervisor of Elections. Some last-minute news. A debate is now scheduled between Town Commissioner Randy Strauss and challenger Brian Kuzmar in District 2. The debate will be held in Jarvis Hall on Wednesday, February 16th at 7 p.m. You can attend the debate live in Jarvis Hall. Doors will open around 6:30 p.m. You can also watch the debate online and also on Channel 78 and Channel 99 if you're an AT&T UVerse subscriber. And that's our program for February. Don't forget to vote. A little town history. Back in March of 1996, the race for mayor between Tom McCain and Anna Mae French ended in a tie. After 4 recounts, Tom McCain won by 1 vote. That's when Lauderdale-By-The-Sea residents learned what a hanging Chad was, 4 years before the infamous 2000 presidential election. Take care.